Hi, Yusuf. Thank you for joining, and I'm happy to be here in our first EMA event with Soccer City, and thank you for the organizing. Yeah, sure, we can start if you say.
Amazing. Okay, perfect. So thanks a lot, Orhan, as well for joining us here. Just as a quick intro, I just want to say a welcome to the Sheesha family, and this is our latest community AMA, the third in an ongoing series. So we keep bringing you fantastic projects within our portfolio to showcase themselves and answer any questions from you directly. This week, we're joined by Orhan, Yahya, and Nihat to talk all things Soccer City. So, as a quick intro, Soccer City is bringing football management to Web3 with the world's first soccer-centric metaverse. The game concept has been created by the 11 King Football Manager game team. For the record, 11 Kings partnered with legendary Ronaldinho, later becoming the face of 11 Kings. So I'm really looking forward to diving into that and finding out a bit more for sure. Now that the team are bringing Football Manager gaming into the metaverse under the name of Soccer City, we'll be getting some exclusive insights to the progress being made and get a deeper understanding of how Soccer City plans to take sports gaming to the next level with blockchain technology. So make sure to stick around towards the end where we'll have a Q&A and some questions that have been given by the community through our channels prior to the AMA. So without further ado, let's get into it. I hope, by the way, I pronounced everyone's names correctly, first of all.
Yeah, that's
That's the
that's good.
first.
That's good.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
today, Yahya and Nihat will be with me. So about me, I'm Orkhan. I am CEO of Soccer City. I have 12 years experience in entrepreneurship, and for the last 5 years, we are developing football management game called 11 Kings, as you mentioned. So 5 years ago we incorporated it, and 2 years ago 11 Kings was live on Play Market. So every user can install 11 Kings, try it, so see what we have done. And as Yusuf mentioned, last year was a great year for us about the product and about the partnerships, especially Ronaldinho, the legendary soccer star became the shareholder in our company and the face of our game. He started promote 11 Kings on his social media channels across more than 100 million followers. So it was a huge for us. And yeah, about a year ago, we decided to move the football management gaming passion to the metaverse, to the virtual world. So we created Soccer City. And in the upcoming minutes, we will talk detailed about this product, and I want to give to Yahya and Nihat to introduce themselves.
Yeah, thanks, Orkhan. Hello, everyone. My name is Yahya. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Soccer City. I'll give a brief introduction about my background. I have more than 8 years of experience in project management and event management. And 2 years ago, I dived into this Web3 metaverse, and things happened, and we met with Orkhan. We talked about the idea of the soccer city, and they really enjoyed the project. And since that time, I am in the team, and right now we are together developing the soccer city and moving forward.
Amazing, thank you.
Hi,
I think Nihat's it. Fantastic.
hi everybody. I am Nihat. I am head of communications in Soccer City, as you know. I have 3 years of experience in architecture and 10 plus years in experience in IT. I am team lead with a demonstrated history of working in the banking and telecom industry. I am talented for adapting to situations as a personality and using rational efficient and quickly updated approaches and connecting with the right people, and this ability helps us to communicate with different people and different companies to develop best product in the metaverse for soccer fans. Yeah, I like put myself in the learning loop every day and learning every day new things. I like it, and I think this will help us to make our metaverse more immersive. Yeah.
Fantastic. So thanks a lot, guys. Really good to know the strength of your experience. And I mean, dropping Ronaldinho in as a name drop is a good way to start the conversation for sure. So it sounds like you've all got some great experience here and within your respective areas, and particularly given you've launched a similar game in the Web2 space as a football manager game being 11 Kings. It would be great to hear more about how you made that a success, a bit more around maybe the user base there and how that will be supporting the development of Soccer City.
Sure. So as you mentioned, yeah, we are not a new team. We are working on this more than 5 years. We have a ready product, and we now moving this game to the Metaverse. We already started the development in the virtual worlds, and during the World Cup in the end of the year, we plan to launch the MVP version that users can try it to see what we make. And yeah, right now we are in like a fundraising stage, and we are in talks with the clubs and players and companies with the partnership, strategic partnership stage. So it's very exciting for us right now, and also where we are going to make the IDO in the end of the September, which we have around 7 weeks. So it's another exciting moment for us and for our community. And Soccer City will be a football strategy game, management game. So there will be a virtual world, Soccer City world. Users will buy a land plot there. Then they will start to create their team, their players, develop the players, set a strategy, join tournaments, and compete against the other users in order to be champion, to earn trophies, NFTs, tokens, and others. So it will be a management strategy game, and the football fans will love it, we believe. So yeah, this is the brief info about what we are building right now.
Amazing. Thank you. So with regard to the success of 11 Kings as well, I know that's an important part to bring in given it's such a closely aligned product with Soccer City. Why do you feel as though football management needed to be taken or brought to the Web3 space? And amongst other things you've mentioned, what else can players that step into the arena expect to see and experience?
Great question, Yusuf. Thank you. So the football management game was the passion for me. I have been playing football management games maybe nearly 20 years. There was a Nokia phones very early, like it was a small screen, many like it was data like snake game. It was only, and there was uh, very simple football management games, FM3, FM4, like it was around 19 years ago. So I started playing football management games in that time. So it's around, as I said, 20 years. So I am crazy of the strategy games. And during these years, I figured out that there is some new ways to offer the users like new opportunities about the management gaming. So Allowing Kings got its success, I think, from this kind of the vision. So we made like the UI design different, simple, like trendy. We added features. So as I said, users can download and play 11 Kings from the Play Market to see what's our difference, what we offer to users. And last year, we decided to move it to the Web3, as you mentioned, because that the trends changing, technology changing. It's now a great opportunity for every football fan to dive into the management game football ecosystem himself, like it's like you will own a club, you will own the players, the stadium, the land, so you can develop it, you can use these assets in order to get success, to earn money, to develop your like business, your vision. So it's something different, and this today's technology, today's vision, and the future vision gives us this opportunity to do that. So we decided to create the metaverse where football clubs, football players, football fans, and the companies can come together, to work together, to enjoy together, and to play together.
Amazing. And it means all of those that couldn't go professional because they injured their knee can have a go at managing a successful team in the Web3 space, which is good. You brought some memories there with Nokia and Snake. What a game that was. And Football Manager, I mean, it's been around, like you said, for a long, long amount of time now. I remember just watching dots move around the screen when trying to win the league. So it's definitely developed. And I think, to your point, bringing it over to the Web3 space where you truly get to manage your own assets, manage your own NFTs, clubs, players, and actually monetize some of this as well is a fantastic new development. So thanks a lot for going into some of the detail there. I know there's more kind of P2E features you've got. So understanding in a bit more detail how players can earn and how long it takes to start earning would be fantastic to dive into.
Yeah, that's the most interesting parts, and I'm sure that community is eager to learn about these features. As Orkhan mentioned earlier, in our solutions, players will have variety of ways of earning tokens, and after owning a land floor, they will be able to create clubs and compete in tournaments. And Soccer City will have its own competitions such as Meta Soccer League, Meta Soccer Cup, Meta Champions League, and Meta World Cup. I can talk about these tournaments all day, but I will give you brief information about the Meta Soccer League because this is one of the primary soccer league systems in our project. Each country will have maximum 5 leagues, and each league will consist of 20 teams, as in other management systems. There will be about 38 rounds in every league season, as every team will play at home and away with every other team in the league. So after the season finishes, the first league in the first place will be declared the champion of the Meta Soccer League, and the bottom 3 teams will be relegated to the second league, and so on. It will happen to the other teams, to the other clubs in the lower leagues. This is the basic mechanism of our platform, for our Soccer City, which will allow our community to join, to enjoy the process and earn tokens. And as it was mentioned earlier, our competitions will give the opportunity to players to earn tokens, NFTs, trophies, etc. In total, we are concentrated in enlarging the features, the competitions of the Soccer City. And if you need more detailed information, I invite everyone to read our white paper, which is fully full of information.
Perfect. We'll definitely be sharing some details after the AMA as well, so people can get involved and check you guys out after the call too. So that's fantastic in terms of being able to monetize and earn through it, like mentioned, is a great way to take the game forward for sure. And a really cool feature, which we've mentioned earlier, but it'd be good to understand a bit more, is the ability to own your own business, as you've mentioned. So how exactly will this work in game?
So I want to answer this question. So as we mentioned, we will bring the latest metaverse trends, Web3 trends to Soccer City. So there will be assets. The main of them will be NFTs. So the users can, like, it's the trendy thing in the metaverse. Users can buy NFTs, keep it. When it goes higher, the price goes higher, they can sell and make profit from there. Also, in our system, as we said, it's like seasonal competitions. So users can develop their players, develop their club, so join tournaments, and every match day they will get rewards. After every competitions they will get rewards. So they can upgrade uh, their club, their infrastructure, their land. So in every upgrade, so they earn more. They get extra opportunities, benefits from this platform. So it's like, my dream in the childhood. My dream was to own a football club in many countries. So actually, honestly, right now I'm working on that already. I'm personally in negotiation with lower tier clubs in European countries in order to get shares, to learn about that offline. I mean, but it's very challenging. As I see, there is many legal procedures. There is many the distance problem, the check bills, the regulations, there is blah blah, many, you have to spend your time and money. So we create the world where you can own a club, manage a club, and make revenue from your club, like with few steps, with like sitting in your office or in your house and managing your team. You can earn like hundreds, thousands, maybe 100,000 in the future. So we give users to feel the football ownership, club ownership in the metaverse, like it's in real. I mean, like about the revenue stream, about the influential side and others. So this is like a business. You will be busy to create your business, to expand your business and earn from there.
Amazing. So who's your team, Orhan? I think we should have discussed this at the top. Who's your club? Who do you support?
I think here is the fans of the different clubs, so I don't want to like.
Okay.
I want to be the lovely one for everybody, so that's why. Actually, yeah, I have favorite clubs from like England, from Turkey, from Brazil, from United States. So, but yeah, it's let's keep it secret.
You don't want to lose any fans then from rival clubs. Okay, I got it. Don't worry. Same with me then. So you've touched on some of the perks elsewhere. I know a key component of that is owning your own stadium NFT. So it'd be good to understand a bit more around the perks specifically around stadium and what you'd be able to do with that, any upgrades, so on and so forth.
Okay, let me to answer this question. Initially, we plan to deliver such real estate assets as lands, stadiums, and NFT halls, etc. And further, we may enlarge the list of possible real estate assets. When you own a stadium. You rent your stadium to the clubs for the games, and if you have NFT halls, we should mm, you will have NFT halls and NFT rooms in your stadiums, and in the future you will be able to make your own NFTs and put to the sale your NFTs in your NFT rooms, and you will be able to profit from these NFTs from stadiums and other properties as well.
Perfect. So a lot of ways to, well, mark your own stamp, like you said, monetize, do different things within the ecosystem, which is fantastic. It means that players can get very, very immersed in the kind of metaverse space as well, and dip their toe into crypto whilst enjoying what we know to be kind of the typical football manager games. It's just been enhanced through Soccer City. So you touched on the IDO event later this year. It would be good to know a bit more around the token structure, how people can get involved, and just to touch on that date again.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, sorry, Orkhan.
yeah, you can continue. Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yes, our IDO is planned for this year in late September, and actually, everyone, the team, the community, are getting very excited as the time approaches, and we are moving towards the end of September. Regarding the structure of our token, soccer token, it's a standard BEP20 token of Binance Smart Chain network with a limited supply. Users will have to own soccer tokens in order to perform actions on the platform. Let me indicate a couple of main parts of our tokenomics. 10% from the total soccer supply will be dedicated to ecosystems growth, and it will be distributed among mostly soccer influencers and their audience. 14% of the total soccer supply will be dedicated to gaming and stacking rewards, as it will help us to keep the users always motivated and excited. If Orkhan, if you have something to add, please to share.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think you gave enough information. So yeah, soccer token will be our official token in our metaverse. So every transaction, users will use soccer token. So yeah, we are excited, as Yahya said, we are excited to see the IDO week.
Perfect. So just as a reminder, it's all going to be launched ahead of the World Cup, right?
So the IDO will be in the end of the September, and our MVP of our game will be launched during the World Cup, like in the end of the November.
Fantastic. Great way to get stuck in just before the World Cup kicks off for the IDO at least, and then the MVPs following shortly after. So how will that MVP look, and what will the community be able to expect as that progresses and develops?
So yeah, as we said, it will be the concept will be similar to 11 Kings. So we have the main mechanisms engine, and now we are developing, like we are moving this product to the virtual world. And during the World Cup, users will be able to register to enter our metaverse to see our metaverse, our functions, our NFTs, assets, and start doing like creating their club and players.
And do you plan anything else ahead of the World Cup in Qatar or during?
So I want to talk about the marketing and PR side, especially. I think it's one of the interesting topic for our audience because we are strong in marketing side. Our parent company, MediaMarkt Digital, which operates in few countries. So with this agency, we operate our social media, digital marketing, and we are now ready for the IDO and for the World Cup. I want to inform a good news for our audience that MediaMarkt recently secured us $1 million billboard and outdoor advertisement spaces in United States and in European countries, big cities like London, Barcelona, Amsterdam, and in the United States there is like New York, Miami, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Atlanta, and other big cities. So we have now a huge balance to create a hype during the IDO process and during the World Cup, as well as now we are working with the sport marketing agencies in order to bring big names to our metaverse. I mean, the worldwide famous football clubs and the players to our metaverse. So we have in negotiation with few of them already, and in the upcoming days, our audience will hear about it and will see official announcements about the players and clubs who starts join the Soccer City metaverse. So yeah, it's a unique chance for us. You know, World Cup is very unique chance for us because all the world will eye on Qatar for the World Cup, and this will be the exciting time for us as well to show up and to show our product, our metaverse.
Absolutely. Perfect time, really, for a game such as yours. And just touching on the partnerships too, you've already got a proven track record in terms of relationships in the space, and the likes of Ronaldinho, like we touched on at the beginning. Well, you can't really get much more legendary than that. So a lot of confidence in being able to deliver on partnerships and bringing other players on board for sure. And looking forward to seeing who you unveil soon. Don't want to put you on the spot, but are there any names we can eagerly look forward to, or is that all a secret right now?
Right now, we can't announce any names, but as I said, we are in the latest rounds of the agreements. So I think upcoming days, our users will see the announcements, the official announcements, and will see the name of the players and the clubs who starts join our metaverse.
Great. I had to ask for the community, and secretly, I wanted to know as well. So that's fine. I'll wait for the official announcement. So you mentioned, even with regard to your advertising and PR, everything's very real world as well. You don't necessarily have everything just within the kind of metaverse or digital space, which is fantastic to see bridging that gap. I understand there are also some real world challenges that Soccer City hopes to solve too. So it'd be good to understand that in a bit more detail.
Sure. Our vision is to solve real world challenges, and also I want Nihat to continue to answer this question because Nihat works on that mainly.
Okay, thanks, Orkhan. Thanks. Yes, real world challenges for us is one of the main points in our strategy is to cooperate our social responsibilities. To fulfill these responsibilities, we plan to spend 1% from the total amount of our token. And we understand our social responsibility as individuals and as a company, as a startup. And we plan to support three different directions, and we And these directions are children with limited access to soccer, uh, provide children in Africa or in places, third type countries where children doesn't have any access to soccer. Then the development and enhancement of women's soccer, and we will be working and partnering with women's soccer teams in the future, in our near future, and the development and enhancement of soccer in regions, in rural places. As you know, in regions and rural places, a lot of soccer clubs, but they don't have big attention, and will help them to develop their even marketing in Web 2 and Web 3. Uh, that's all.
Yeah, I want to add a few to this topic. So, as Nihat mentioned, to help the children with limited access to soccer is our first strategy. To help the women soccer to expand is our another strategy. We already in talks with one woman soccer club in order to make partnership, and also we in talks with one female sport agency to work with in order to help female athletes and soccer players to like expand their ability globally. Also, as Nihat mentioned, to help and to invest in the clubs in the regions in rural places. We already have two clubs, one from Azerbaijan, one from Scotland, which there is a huge opportunity, great tradition, but they have like limited access to the finance, marketing. So our team will help this kind of clubs as well in order to make them to work and to.
I think we just lost you there, Orhan, but we got the gist of what you were saying there for sure. So it's great. You can run your own business, enjoy football, and help social causes that help everyone around the world get access to and enjoy the beautiful game. I think it's a good chance for me to say well done again to the England women's team on winning the Euros.
Yeah, exactly. Celebrating for the fans who supported. It was by the way the amazing tournament and the great attention.
100%. They had an amazing turnout, Wembley as well. So it's good to see the game develop in all areas, geographies and genders and everything else. So that's fantastic to see. And it's good to know that Soccer City is supporting those causes as well. That's it in terms of the key questions we had. So thanks a lot, guys. It was great to get some insights into Soccer City. I think now would be a great time to kick things over to the community to ask a few questions. At first, we can shoot a few questions from our community that were asked before the AMA on our Twitter channel. So, Albus, would you like to just give a nod to those that had asked the question and ask some of those questions to the Soccer City team?
Yes, of course, Yusuf. Do you want me to start first with Twitter questions that we got from the community, or should we open the chat now and let the community ask?
No, please, we can start with the Twitter questions and then open up the floor for sure. Thank you, Albus.
Okay, perfect. So the first.
That's fine. I have some in front of me too, but you go ahead, please.
Okay, thanks, Yusuf. Yeah, the first question comes from one of our dearest members, Alpha PJ, and he asks, will there be any real-world connection with any soccer teams?
So our game will be no any relations with the real football world, soccer world. Yeah, it will be unique place, virtual place, where users will create the ecosystem. But as I mentioned, we plan to work with real football clubs and players to bring their name, their players, their fans to our virtual world.
Amazing. Thank you very much. And the second question is kind of similar. It's coming from Strap Official. He's asking, in your project concept, saying create a club, collect NFTs, improve the squad. What about the players? Will they be from the real world?
Okay, thank you for the question. Yeah, it's similar for the first one. So the users will create their club and players from scratch. It means users will name their players, will name their clubs, so it will be no relation to the real world. But again, users can create any players they want. Also, when we sign and announce the real players, clubs, so we will add some assets, NFTs of these players, of these clubs, so users will be able to integrate these NFTs to their team as well.
Perfect. Thank you very much. That should clarify for the both questions there. And the last question comes from Crypto Isaac. He's asking, as the next Web3 esports game that will strive to deliver innovations, how does Soccer City plan to bridge the gap between soccer lovers and the crypto world? Are there any plans to release special World Cup themed NFTs for this year?
Thank you for the question. So yeah, as we mentioned from the beginning, that it's our main purpose to bring together the football world and the Web3 technology. So we are creating this one. We create the football gaming world on the blockchain technology with the benefits of the Web3 benefits. And I think it will be something unique that any football lover, football management game lover will enjoy in Soccer City. So about the question about the World Cup, so there will be few news about the World Cup, especially during the World Cup. We don't want to announce it yet, but yeah, our audience should be excited for waiting it, because during the World Cup you will see few interesting news from the Soccer City.
Awesome, that's perfect. And very exciting to hear that you have got already plans coming out for the World Cup as well, which is due this winter. I've already opened the chat now. It's unmuted, so for everyone who wants to ask a question towards the Meta Soccer City team, they can either type in within the chat or they can raise their hand here live on the AMA, and I will give you permission to speak through your microphone. So let's give it 1 minute for everyone to type in their questions, and then we'll go ahead with it.
We do. I think we have a question here just whilst we're waiting from Chimcham. So good to see your face here again, Chimcham. I see you're active in the community as well, so it's good to have you here on the AMA. The question is, in terms of real world connection, can one build a real world team from clubs built in Soccer City and possibly real leagues as a business?
So this is also similar to the first question. Yeah, so users will create their club and players from scratch. So it means they can name their players with their favorite clubs players or national teams players, whenever they want. So there is no limit for that, and the competition will consist of the users who are ready, who are available to join the tournaments. Each season, which users are available to join the tournaments, they will join automatically and will compete each season in our different tournaments.
Yeah, it was fairly similar there for sure, but it's good to get clarity. So thanks, Orhan. There's another question which I won't phrase verbatim, but it's more around competition in this space. Uh, I guess how do you differ from others who have got football manager games, and how much longevity do you see in this project? That's me remixing Elif Spora as a question.
So YouTube, I didn't get. Yeah.
Yes,
you
I
hear
can
that?
answer to this question. I see that in the chat. Actually, I got this question from different people that did we have the idea to abandon this project because of the competition, because of the current market situation. I'll tell you this, that our project in its concept is very unique, and we do not see competitions because our project we create the whole metaverse for the soccer, for the football fans. This is the first part. The second part is that due to the market situation, like people ask, why do you do this project? Because market is not stable, and it's better to pause things and continue later, basically abandon the project. For sure, the market is not stable. However, despite this fact, our project keeps moving forward and forward, and it moves with big, confident steps. We have a serious, dedicated team with great background and experience, which already created a successful working product named 11 Kings, and now we're moving into the metaverse, creating Soccer City. We have strong marketing strategy. We are sealing deals with new partners. We will release our MVP during the upcoming World Cup. And finally, we love this project and we believe in it, believe in what we do. So, considering all these mentioned facts, we do not think to abandon the project, and I would like to invite the community to strongly believe and support us and Soccer City as we do.
Perfect. And I know you guys have been working hard at this project. You've got a proven track record, and there's definitely an application for this in the space. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this grows.
It's especially you already mentioned. I won't add to Yahya's opinions that we are not a new team. We work on that more than 5 years, and we have a ready product. We have a strong team. We have strong partners. So it's amazing for us to work on that and to launch our game. So that's why we are very excited, and we believe that there is our users audience that are also very excited and waiting everyday news from us.
Absolutely. And you having that background and partnerships already in place means a lot of the hard work has been done. Of course, there's still more to do, but you're in a fantastic place to launch a successful project for sure. Thank you, guys. So we do have another question, which I think is quite key, from Kiki, actually. Earning in the game is important, but having fun whilst earning is also important. To what extent does Soccer City focus on the entertaining aspects of the game?
Thanks, DK, for the question. Yeah, of course, the main object of Soccer City is the entertainment, because it's a game, it's a gaming platform. So we provide the unique like experience for users in order to enjoy the game. They can like set their strategy, compete against the different users, against the different tactics, so they can develop their landscape, their club, develop their players. There will be a market space, of course. They will be able to buy players, sell players, like set their training grounds, set their like sponsors, others. So it's all about the entertainment. So we create a unique experience for users.
Great. And I know we've mentioned it a few times, but you've already got a successful running football manager game, which was in the Web2 space. So entertainment and value there in terms of enjoying yourself would have always been at the forefront. It's just about carrying that over to get the benefits of Web3. So thanks, Orhan. That's clear from my side, and I hope that's answered the question for DK. There's another question which I think is quite important from Lauren Zulis. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And it's about who you're looking to target. Is this a game that will go out to global markets? And what's your strategy to attract those from non-English speaking countries or non-English speaking communities? And also those that don't necessarily know about or care about maybe cryptocurrency?
Yeah, another great question. Thank you, Lauren, for the question. So in the 11 Kings, we saw that around 70% of our audience are non-English speaking users. So it's our experience, and we have experience on that. We work already with the different communities. It's already 2 years that we work in different communities. We create like communication with different languages. In our game, 11 Kings, right now we have 8 languages, and it's increasing month by month. So the same will be like Soccer City. So we know how to communicate with different communities, and that's why it will be interesting and excited for us to invite like football fans from all around the world.
It's great to hear it's so wide-spanning and inclusive, and I think that ties into a lot of your values from what you said earlier too.
Yes, so, Yusuf, sorry, I want to answer the second part of the question to Lauren. That he asked that the people who don't know about cryptocurrencies, it's also a great point. That's why our strategy is to work with real football clubs and players, because every club and every player has its own audience. So in this way, we believe we will bring users to our metaverse with the help of the real football clubs and players.
I want to add, sorry, Yusuf, I want to add to Orkhan's opinions. We are a multilingual team, and we have work employees that speak different languages. In this point, I think we will not have any problems with contacting and answering any question, any support, any materials as well. And for newcomers that don't know any blockchain or game or cryptocurrency, we'll have in the future, right now and in the future, we'll have and starter and pro materials about blockchain, how to enter to the blockchain, how to enter the cryptocurrency, and how to use our tokens, and a lot of how to materials about this. And that's why we intend to a lot of to make a lot of people to come to our metaverse and to bring a good Web3 avoidance.
Fantastic. Thanks for that, both Nihat, and Orkhan. We have a ton of questions. I know we don't have time for all of them now, so we'll ask one or two more. Albert's happy for you to select a couple from the chat, and then it'd be great if we could circle back after the AMA Soccer City team and answer some of the other questions that we haven't been able to live and get back to our community on that.
Yusuf, I saw a great question from James Bond. I
was looking at too. Yeah, please.
Yeah, so it's a great question because asks that many projects promise magic but never release any working product. This is really the challenge in today's metaverse Web3 topics. But our differences, as we mentioned, we are not a new team. We working on that more than 5 years. We have a ready product that users can play, can enjoy this product. It's called 11 Kings. Also, we have a strong partners as Ronaldinho we mentioned. There is many clubs and players coming in the upcoming days. You will hear about them. So it's very ambitious project, and we are going to make IDO, and during the World Cup we are going to make something great. And yeah, we will love to invite our audience to follow our channels and to enjoy.
Perfect. I think one last one, Albert, if you've got one in mind, and then we can wrap this up and answer the rest of the questions after the AMA.
Yeah, of course. I think I see only one that's not similar to the others. I think it's also from James Bond. He's asking, basically, is your platform suitable for crypto beginners? In other words, are you focusing on your UX being a bit crypto friendly for the beginners?
Okay.
And how's it looking like?
Yeah. That's also a good question. So it's a football management game. So you don't need any like professional experience in crypto or Web3 in order to play this. It will be it's very simple, and you can just join and start creating your ecosystem and play. Also, as Nihat mentioned before, we have many how-to materials like text materials, video materials, so our audience can follow our Medium channel, Telegram channel, Discord, Twitter, and other channels in order to read this information and to see how our platform works and what they need to do before entering Soccer City Metaverse.
Fantastic. We do have a lot more questions, but I don't think, unfortunately, we have the time. So what we'll do, team, is circle back with those questions after the AMA, and we'll get back into the community to answer those once we've received that from the Soccer City team. That brings an end to our community AMA with Soccer City. So thanks to the team, Orkhan, Nihat, and Yahya. Fantastic to have you here. There were definitely some fascinating answers there, and we hope the community have gained some useful insight into our amazing partner. Make sure to follow Soccer City on all of their social platforms so you can stay up to date. As we've heard, there's a lot of amazing news that is due to be revealed, and hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. Until next time, Sheeshans, and we'll see you in Telegram.
Perfect. Thank you, Yusuf. It was great. It was amazing for me. Thanks for the event. So yeah, I hope our audience enjoyed it, and we are open to answer any questions our audience has. So yeah, feel free to ask the questions in this chat or in the Soccer Cities social media chats, and we will be more than happy to answer.
Perfect. Thanks a lot. It's been a pleasure hosting this, and we will speak to you soon. We've just shared all of the socials now in our Telegram chat.